Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is the prophecy for Rod. I hope this blesses you. First of all, I get a feeling of peace and joy, and this happens when I come across a person who's a dispenser of peace and joy to other people. So I feel, first of all, that you're a person who demonstrates the joy of the Lord and demonstrates the peace of the Lord to other people. You're like your wife. You're fairly deep and resolute in some of the things that you decide, but you are open to consultation. But once you make your mind up, you're fairly resolute about doing what you're called to do, what you've decided to do, but you do listen to people's opinions before you make your decision, and then you go on and make your decision and carry through. The Lord's very happy with the way that you've been pastoring. He's very happy with the way that you've been carrying on your life. I think that you tend to be a little critical of yourself and a bit self-judgmental. You're tough on yourself, and this is something not everybody knows, but it's something that you know and your wife knows about you. You seem to put yourself on a higher standard than necessary, and it's something that wears you down a little bit. It's not that you don't think that you're okay, it's just that you set your standards so high that sometimes you don't reach your own standards. And this is the Lord told me one time, Jesus told me one time, to tell a perfectionist in a coffee shop that if there was unlimited time and resources, then he could hold himself to a standard of perfection, because he's got the time and the resources to make things perfect. But while ever there's limited time and resources, you don't have to hold yourself to such a high standard. The Lord has spoken to you about this before, and He's spoken to you through other people and through prophetic words. It's something that causes you grief. You seem to cause yourself some of the grief that you experience. It's these high standards and this having to chase after particularly high goals and high standards that you set for yourself that causes you grief. And the Lord would love for you to relax a little bit and be at ease. Just as this video isn't perfect, I move around and I have got sort of a nervous twitch. I'm not afraid to go forth and prophesy and use my computer to make a video. If I had high standards, I'd never do what I do. I'd never be able to prophesy without moving around and doing things. Even in your wife's video, I had a coffee stain on my face, and I didn't realise that. I've got that from the cup. So we can't all be perfect. Even with the coffee stain on my face that I wiped off during the prophecy, it was still a good prophecy. Isaiah 42, 6-9, that was in your wife's prophecy, applies to you. I also believe that this scripture applies to you and your wife. There's going to come a time in the future when the 144,000 people that mentioned in Revelations come about. There's going to come a time in the future where people are going to be glowing with the glory of the Lord, and I've experienced the glory of the Lord before, so I'm aware that this happens. The New Living Translation says, "Arise, Jerusalem, let your light shine for all to see, for the glory of the Lord rises to shine on you. Darkness and black night covers the nations of the earth, but the glory of the Lord rises and appears on you. All nations will come to your light, mighty kings will come to your radiance. See, everyone is coming home, your sons are coming from distant lands. Your daughters will be carried home, your eyes will shine and your heart will thrill." You can read Isaiah 61-6 in the New King James or whatever version you like, but the fact of the matter is the glory of the Lord is on both of you, and some of the ways you tell that the glory of the Lord is on you is little babies. When you pass little babies, they stare at you. When you go down the streets, homeless people and beggars will single you out and ask you for spare change, rather than asking everyone else. They've selected who they ask, and they'll ask you. As you're walking down the street, sometimes people will single you out and ask for directions. These are all signs that the glory of the Lord is on you. And I mentioned to your wife that the Lord wants you to direct you to making podcasts and making videos and DVDs. I feel that you've got a ministry that extends further than your church, and God has got some revelations that He wants to share with you, that He wants the greater Christian community to find. I feel especially about DVDs and podcasts. If you could start a ministry, a podcast ministry, and start it on Facebook and get people listening in. You could preach your sermons, but not only preach your sermons on a Sunday, but also develop special material and special courses and special things to say on podcasts for people to tune in and listen to you. So I pray that this has blessed you. I pray that you recognize the glory of the Lord in your life, and you go on to manifest Jesus to everyone you meet. God bless.